What's going on, everybody? Today we have a sovereign citizen video for a breakdown, and it's titled Sovereign Citizen Gets His Window Broke Out. Never turns out good for these guys, and we're going to knock it out. I got this from Rookie134's YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this sobtard.
Gotcha. Your bike rack on the back, it's covering the license plate so it can't be read. Your center brake light's out. Okay, do you have your license registration card, sir?
Sure do.
Okay.
All right. So brake lights out, and his license plate was covered up. Brake light out, that's reason enough for a stop. There's plenty of laws in plenty of states. Model traffic code covers that. So it is a lawful reason for a stop. He asked him if he had his driver's license on him. He said no. And we're about to find out whether or not he has it, and then I'll break down the legal aspect of that.
Just have to let you know we record video and all.
Yeah, I'm recording as well. For both
That's
houses.
required. You don't have your license with you?
I sure don't.
Okay. You have one in Maryland?
No, I don't have a license.
You don't have one at all? Do you have any ID with you?
ID is required for what's the emergency officer? Why am I being?
Okay, so right off the bat, guy doesn't have a driver's license. He just straight up said, I don't have a license. All right, in pretty much every single state, not having a driver's license is a misdemeanor offense, and it does subject you to arrest if they really want. In addition to that, they can tow your car. You can get the fine. I mean, it's yeah. So he is absolutely not free to leave at this point. He wasn't free to leave when he got pulled over. Like, he's detained, right? But at this point, he now runs the risk of becoming under arrest for a misdemeanor offense. Period. End of discussion.
Just stop in general. I'm confused. Like,
This is a violation of the Maryland Transportation Act. That's why I said it.
yeah, but that doesn't apply to me. I'm not a part of the Maryland Transportation Union. That doesn't apply to private citizens. That applies to people that's a part of the United States Constitution. That applies to people that's a part that has consent with the United States Constitution. I didn't sign. I'm not a part of that.
Okay.
Okay, now the guy's talking. He didn't consent to the U.S. Constitution. He didn't consent. Yeah, it's all BS, guys. Period. If you're on U.S. soil or you're in any other country, whether or not you consent to that country's laws, you're still subjected to them. Period. End of discussion. And another aspect, ignorance is not an excuse for breaking the law. Period.
Driving a vehicle.
I'm not driving a vehicle. This is an automobile.
Okay,
A
we're
consumer
driving.
good. Yeah.
What is your last name, sir?
I don't answer questions about why do you need my name? What
Because
crime?
it's required that I document that I stopped you, sir.
But you're not supposed to be stopping me by law because I haven't committed a crime.
Right, you didn't commit a crime. You
Right.
committed a violation of the Maryland
Violations
Transportation
don't apply to private citizens. Crime does.
Okay, this is where it really starts to just can grind my gears. Yeah, you committed a crime, bro. You drove without a driver's license. That is a crime, number one. Number two, this cop was probably going to let the dude off without a warning, even up to this point. I pulled so many people over that didn't have driver's license and gave them warnings. Why? Because they actually have an excuse to be on the road. They got stuff that they need to do. Like, cops aren't freaking machines. We understand, police officers in general understand that even without a license, it's impossible to get things done. Period. This guy, God. But now he's making it hard. He's talking himself. This is what we call talking yourself into a ticket.
It does.
No, sir, it doesn't. No, sir, it doesn't. I'm recording as well.
Okay, that's
You
fine.
took an oath for the Constitution, right?
Sir, do you have an ID
You
with
took
you?
an
You want
oath
me to
of-
supply me with your information?
Why do I need to supply you?
Because you're driving a vehicle.
Am I under
sir.
custodial arrest?
You're not under arrest.
So why do I even need to answer a question?
You don't need to answer a
Oh,
question.
so why are you
I'm
asking
for
me
your
questions?
information.
What do you need my information?
Just because, okay, first of all, if he's under arrest, he's not required to answer questions. If he's being detained, he is to an extent, right? Like, it's his option whether or not he wants to talk. He's still got his right to remain silent. However, if you don't want to get a ticket, or if you want us to make your life a little bit easier by not arresting you, then maybe you should answer the man's questions. And here's why. What that cop's looking at right now is incarceration determinants. If he can't figure out who this man is for the law violation that he just committed, right, he can't write a ticket to an unknown individual and guarantee that that individual shows up to court. So if this individual does not give a name, does not give an address, is unidentifiable, and he's committed a crime, which we've already discussed, then this officer is going to have no other option but to take him to jail until he is able to get identified. And the courts and the judicial system, everybody can guarantee that this guy can show up and answer for the crime, driving without a license, that he has committed.
You don't need to identify
You don't need to identify me if I haven't committed a crime.
Okay, well, here's the issue.
It's no issue. You're making an issue right
You
now.
can either supply me with your information so I can identify you, or else you're going to be arrested.
Arrested under what grounds?
Because I don't know who you are.
What crime have I committed? Right now, you're breaking the Constitution. You're going to arrest me and you have no crime.
And this cop is
Who
doing
said that I committed something?
This cop is doing a horrible job justifying why he's there. Like, I'm not just going to sit here and bash on this dude. The cop is not doing a good job talking to the citizen and being like, look, bro, you violated the law. Period. End of discussion. So identify or you're under arrest.
For not identifying yourself.
I don't have to identify myself unless it's a crime. You're lying right now.
It's not a crime.
Do you know what a crime is by the United
I
States
never said you
Constitution?
committed a crime. I said you committed a violation
So
of
you
arbitration.
I am.
cannot have your property or your personal being touched if you did not commit a crime. There has to be a crime. Again, where's the crime?
Sir, it could be a violation
What
of
you're lying under oath right now. You're recorded. I'm not. Did I just?
He's not
tell
under
you I'm
oath.
not under a transportation article.
Do you want
Now,
to
now
supply me
you're
with your
moving backwards.
information? Yes
You
or
do
no?
not need information.
Are you going to
This is
supply
what you're
me
going to
with
get from me. This is it. If this not is sufficient, you're going to
See what you have there.
you're going to break into my private property
Let me see
and
what
then
you
you're going to kidnap me, right?
No, I'm not going to
Yeah.
get that.
Check that out. I got plenty of it. Check it out. Read that,
Your
officer.
information in here, sir.
You don't need my information. You're redundant right now. You're not getting any information from me because you don't deserve to have it. If it's not a crime, you're not even supposed to stop me. Do you know that, officer? Without a crime, you can't stop. It's 100% true. Can I see a photo ID of you? I need your photo
I'm
ID.
sure you show me your photo ID. I'll show
No,
you mine.
you're a public servant. That's what you are. I'm not. I'm a private citizen
Right,
on
but
the
you're
land.
operating a motor vehicle.
You are lying right now. Right now, you're just a
I'll give
regular
this back to you.
person.
Okay, sit tight. I'll be
Part two.
20 minutes later, this cop has some serious patience with this dude. I'd have done ripped this guy out the vehicle already.
I'm pulled over.
I'd be like, you want to play this game, dude? We'll
Part
play
two.
this game. Maybe he was waiting for backup because he just sees it going bad. But these things have reached like public light to an extent to where cops are almost scared to do their job.
Driving without a license. Driving without a license. Got pulled over by the police. The first officer just called his backup in. I'm quite sure he never heard about any of this before, so he had to go get a supervisor.
Nobody's heard about it because it's bullshit. Yeah, I'm sorry. Nobody. Where did you get this bullshit?
Right, sir.
Yes?
Are you going to give me your information? Or
I'm not giving anything. Am I under arrest for anything?
You will be unless you identify
I will be under arrest for what? Under what grounds? What's the emergency?
I can tell this cop just doesn't want to do the
If it's no
paperwork on this
emergency,
guy.
What is he arrest for? Like, what's happening? What's going to happen right now is going to be bad. It's going to end bad because we're all recorded right now, and what you're trying to do is assume authority that you don't have. What I'm being very lawful right now. I'm within the law, and what you're trying to do,
He's not.
It's not going to work out. I'm trying to help you out right now.
Right.
You're
He's trying to help the cop out. He's trying to help the cop out. This guy like already admitted that he's driving without a license, and he's trying to help the cop out. This is ridiculous. If this cop would just like state, you have committed a crime, you're driving without a license, you're gonna go to jail unless I can identify you and issue you a summons to appear, or a citation, whatever the case may be in that state. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be over very, very quickly. Like, just make up your damn mind. 20 minutes later, this guy's been on this traffic stop for 20 minutes.
assuming that you have an
I'm trying to
authority.
help you out.
No, you're not, because I have. No, you're not, because I haven't committed a crime. Do you understand? I haven't committed a crime. You're not even supposed to be talking to me. I'm a free man in transient right now. You stopped me for no reason. You need to know what civil codes are with crime.
Free man in transit. So there is zero laws, right? There is zero rights that are obsolete. The Supreme Court has like gone over this. That's why the Second Amendment has been infringed on. That's why the First Amendment has limits. You can't run into a movie theater and shout fire, right? Like you can't do crap like that. Like no right is obsolete. Your freedom to travel is absolutely able to get restricted to where if you're operating a motor vehicle to where you can affect other people, yes, you have to have a driver's license. That's how that works. Because you can kill somebody The government wants to make sure that you know what the hell you're doing. Same thing. Guns, you gotta get a background check. Driving a car, you gotta have a driver's license.
I'm talking to you like a calm man. We're being recorded. You got us flanked right now by your partner. He was so out of line right now. You can't even come in my car. This is a private vehicle. You have to ask me out of it. If you come in here and do anything, you just trespass.
Are you going to exit the vehicle?
I'm not exiting the vehicle. Under what grounds? You have no grounds. You're just going to try to bully him. You don't even understand right now because it's who you are. It's who.
For those of you that don't know, cops can order you out of vehicles. Right? They can for a variety of reasons. Absolute variety of reasons. You can get ordered out of a vehicle while you're lawfully detained.
As a people, you refuse to stand down. All I got to do is go about my business, but it's going to go somewhere else because you have to have an authority. That
Also,
you don't
should you
have.
choose not to
Yeah,
exit
keep
the
the
vehicle,
law.
you just
And I'm within
crossed
the
into
law.
the
And you
obstruction realm.
refuse because your pride is messed with now. Because I know my life.
Which is
holding
another
it right
crime.
here. You're refusing, and we're recorded. We're recorded. Yeah, but you're in the wrong. I don't have any reason to give you anything. And if I'm under custodial arrest, I'm going to stop talking. Am I under custodial arrest right now?
You're being detained right now.
Well, I'm not talking right now.
Probably the smartest thing that man's done so far. Now he's getting commanded to exit the car. He's refusing to. So now we have two misdemeanor offenses, right? We've got driving without a license and obstructing. At a minimum. Depending on what state you're in and what laws apply in that state, but generally speaking, they're about the same across the board.
Tied around the back of the vehicle, playing like they have
Let's
authority.
fast forward. This dude's just talking now. I don't even see any cops in the video. Let's just keep going.
I have no authority.
All right,
There's
cops
no
back
reason
like
for
5,
me to
10
be
minutes
stopped.
later. Let's fast forward.
Shouldn't be pulling me over.
Well, there's a traffic violation.
I said crime. You talking violations? The law of the land, the law of the letter versus the color of the letter, the law. All right, like you know what a violation is versus the law. What the police has jurisdiction over private citizens about is crime. Me hurting somebody at their property, right? That's what crime is. No, that's crime. That's what I fall under. What you have a jurisdiction when I succumb to your orders is when I violate somebody's property or them. This is some civil nonsense. This is violations in code.
Very minor.
This is it's so minor that it's not a part of who I am because my car is an automobile. It's not what you're talking about. I'm not a part of any of that you're talking
It's
about.
not a
I
car,
explained
it's
this
an
to your
automobile.
officers, but y'all
That's freaking
still
ridiculous.
here, and you haven't identified yourself. Anybody got a photo ID?
See, no, I already identified myself.
No, you haven't. I need a photo ID because you work for a corporation. Otherwise, I'm talking to a regular man right now.
So the fact that he's in uniform is enough. Like, he doesn't need to further identify himself. He's clearly in uniform. He's in a marked patrol vehicle, I'm assuming. Well, at least it's got lights because the dude stopped. So, yeah, he doesn't need to provide identification. The cop.
Under what grounds?
This is your final warning.
Under what grounds? Why are you arresting me?
We don't want to do that.
Listen, we're not going to play this game. You're going to have to break into my private property and then kidnap me. That's what you're going to do.
See, I would hate
No, that's what you're going to do. If that's what you're going to do, we're not going to bargain that out because I know my rights. And you're going to come to court, not the police department, you. Because that's what I'm going to file the suit against about violating my civil rights.
You absolutely have to.
Well, okay, that is my right. And here you are.
This could go one of two ways.
Right now, I'm not talking anymore. I'm under custodial arrest. This is what I'm saying at this
You're
point.
being detained right now. You don't need to be arrested. I mean, it's going to come to that if you've got to identify yourself, unfortunately. But we don't want it to come to that. I'm quite sure you don't want it to come to that. So, if you have anything with your name on it, we can handle the traffic.
This cop
violation.
has
We can all
the
get
patience
better.
of, like, a mother with a screaming baby with colic that's been up for 4 days.
Are you not going to do that, sir?
What are y'all gonna read me my rights? Or am I gonna hold that against y'all too?
No.
Because I'm under custodial arrest right.
All right. If he tells him, you don't need to have your rights read to you. If you are under arrest and you're in a line of questioning, then you have to be read your rights. That's it. Those are the two things: detention, questioning. Neither of those two things are happening.
Need to be Miranda.
Well,
Y'all think it's a
not
game. I'm not playing. All you had to do was read what I gave you, and I could have been on my way. But y'all want to violate my constitution, right?
Okay, sir, so you're not going to supply any
So
identification.
for what? For what need?
It's a yes or no.
What need? What crime was committed? Again,
I've explained that to you.
what crime? No, you haven't. Neither one of you have explained the crime. I'm using crime on purpose. You should know what's going on
Crime,
right now. but
obstructing
y'all
and
still
driving without a
playing this
license.
role.
That's
I know exactly.
two very,
Okay,
very
well,
real crimes.
you're gonna have to. What you're gonna have to do is come in my personal
I really wish
property
that those
and
cops
pull
would just
me out
clearly
and
state
kidnap
that.
me. That's what you're gonna have to do because right now you don't have any jurisdiction over me because I haven't committed a crime. And we can go through all of this, or it could be simple, and I could go about my way to the market like I was doing. That's what can happen. That's the only thing that's gonna happen. And you two are gonna be cited for civil violations. I'm telling you.
I'm absolutely fine with that.
Okay. The VIN number's right there. Only thing you can check this car for is to see if it was stolen. That's it. That's what you have jurisdiction over.
That's not true at all.
That. See if the car's
So I'm
stolen.
gonna ask you to exit the vehicle.
I'm not getting out of my personal vehicle. My personal consumer good. You're gonna have to break in my personal vehicle and kidnap me. That's what's gonna happen.
Please don't make us break your vehicle.
Listen, hey, listen. Do what y'all need to do. Do what you need to do. I'm not getting out of my personal
What
vehicle. Take it
an
as far as you
asshole.
need to take it.
You're being absolutely silly right now.
Take okay. I'm keeping my. You trying to violate my constitution and telling me I'm being silly?
All right, right now you are under arrest. Please exit your vehicle.
I'm not leaving anything. I'm not under arrest because I haven't committed a crime.
You can't-
I'm
you
peaceably
can't not-
refusing to leave my personal property. I'm peaceably refusing to leave my personal property. That's what's happening. I'm not getting out of my personal property. Violate my constitution. And why are you touching my personal property? I'm asking these officers these people to remove their hand from my personal property. That's what's happening right now. My personal property. So if you come in here, that's what you're facing, officer. And you guys don't even know the law.
All right, again, I'm gonna ask you, please exit the vehicle, sir.
She drinks his water. Nah. It's about to get smashed. I can feel it.
They're about to break my window, which I'm pressing charges about.
Exit the vehicle.
I'm not leaving my vehicle.
Who are you gonna press charges with, man? And there it goes.
Glass shit.
Oh,
Get all of it.
oh my god. What an idiot. That's the video. So I guess we don't get. That's too bad. I guess we don't get to actually watch the dude getting ripped out of the video. But that was a pretty good example of what not to do and how to get arrested, right? Like, dude, just comply. It's not that hard. Just comply. That guy would have walked away with a warning more than likely. Maybe a citation. Maybe his car gets towed. But now his windows are busted out. His car's getting towed. He's going to jail. Oh, God. If you guys like this content, subscribe. I'll be dropping new videos all the time. Peace, love, happiness. God bless.